It's a beautiful day, and it's always a pleasure to have you on Atlantic Television Network, and it's time for Blowout. Well, ATM Blowout, like you all already know, for those of you who have always followed the show, is a syndicated live program on the network where we hold conversation on special interest topics to bring you news, events, and stories through correspondent reports, and of course, not forgetting expert opinions and stakeholders analysis. Now, our first point of call is on Anchor's chat, of course. So we're going to Cross River State, where the state governor presents official vehicles to judges. And then we'll look at issue around fuel subsidy removal. Senate seeks more time from labor union. And then remove over to National Assembly. Rep says recruitment waiver is fraud. And on Presidential Tribunal, Justice Mary Orderly denies allegation of negotiating for Tinubu. On council formation, Okukwe makes case for El Rufai, says undertaking can check his excesses. In Sokoto State, the Sultan Kuka advocates community involvement in security. In Niger-Coup, group files suit against Tinubu in ECOWAS court. Still on Niger-Coup, ex-rebel launches anti-coup resistance movement. Our resource person on the show this morning is Emi Fiehaga. He's here this morning as a socio-political analyst. Stay with us. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll bring you AMCOS chats. Don't go away. Right, good to have you back on the ATM Blowout. Now let's have an anchor's chat, everyone. So the Cross River State Governor Prince Bassey Otu has presented brand new Ford Edge vehicles to senior justices in Cross River State. Well, this is coming a month after he received members of the upper bench on a courtesy visit to his office with a promise for official vehicles. Otu, who made the presentation in Calabar, lamented the untold hardship the senior benchers have been exposed to over the years and assured them of rewriting the wrongs to make that arm of government more vibrant, and his plans to embark on a working tour of all courts across the state with view to carrying out comprehensive renovation and, of course, upgrading of facilities in line with current realities. On the physical decay observed in other institutions of government, the governor assured that we are gradually looking into the fabrics of the service, and we will tackle the challenges confronting other institutions of government based on our financial power. On his part, the Chief Judge of Cross River State, Justice Ekon Ikbeme, decried the hardship judges have gone through over the years, describing Otu as a perfect gentleman and promise keeper, adding that the judges have been using their cars to discharge their day-to-day assignment, admitting that this gesture will go a long way to check their transportation challenges. One of the beneficiaries, Justice Edem Kufre, thanked Governor Otu for the gesture and promised that his team would make judicious use of the official vehicles given to them. Okay. So a few years ago, we had a governor in Rivers State, as His Excellency, the former governor of Rivers State, Jason Wike, who made it a point of a priority to ensure that judges, I want to say in all fairness, well catered for. But that drew a lot of ire in the public sphere, because how do you go against your benefactor in a case? This particular issue, till today, the governor seemingly may have done in the judiciary in Rivers State, still has a kind of an odd connotation against the judiciary. It's seen as a weakest court. Is seen as a weakest judiciary, because this wasn't just at the state level. He had the courtesy of the now CGN, which also almost put the man in trouble, CGN Ariola, that is. And if you look at it, when we talk about the independence of the judiciary, one begins to wonder, these men or women, these learned silks, they are not meant to be in tandem with this kind of rapport. If the state is meant to fund a part of the ministry of what they are doing, then that should be done for what it is. Release the fund you're meant to release to them at the state level, at the federal level. Let them manage their fund. And this is why they've been calling for the independence of the judiciary, and these are some of the reasons. So Otu just got into office as the Cross River State Governor, and now the first thing the first major I'm sure, I mean, he has done several other things, but this particular one is drawing attention right now, because you're presenting Ford Edge to these people now, and now the Chief Judge is saying, oh, this is going to help them to manage the difficulties they've had to face with transportation challenges and all of that. But I'll come to that. So as a governor, you have a situation with the resident doctors, you have a situation with the health facilities, you have a situation with several other sectors in education and what have you. So now that you're giving the judiciary, the judges, vehicles, you're buying vehicles for them. Wonderful, awesome. So can we have you do same for the universities, the state institutions there, maybe just the senior lecturers, if you may? Can we have you doing that for the state healthcare sector? Can we have you do that for the secondary school principals, the state-owned institutions at the state level, and across board, if you may, if they, can we have you do same for the traditional institutions? Because I mean, why would a judge who receives salary, who earns his or her pay, be entitled to an official vehicle, and other people who also earn their pay for what they are assigned to do for the state or for themselves as a career and what have you? Why would they not be entitled to a vehicle? I think that some of these things end up setting a bad precedent, if you may. Right now, if I have a case against a Governor Otu of Cross River State, and now one of the judges who received the vehicles happen to be there, is it going to go against the governor? Your guess is as good as mine. So with the way they're not looking at him like, oh, he's a perfect gentleman, he is a promise keeper, excuse me, all of this being done in the public domain, I'm not saying it should even be done at all, but can you give us the courtesy of knowing that we know exactly what this is, what is playing out here? Like I said, a lot of people accuse the former governor of Rivers State of buying the judiciary. In fact, they said, some lawyers said he literally pocketed the judiciary, put them in his pocket. So he literally controls what happens. That may not actually be the truth. But when some of these gifts are beginning to pass on, you build quarters for them, you do this for them, why the judiciary? If you are actually doing this because you think that there is need to take care of the welfare of the people of Cross River State, especially those who are serving in the state, excuse me, sir, why are you, if you can afford for the judiciary, why are you not doing that for other arms of government? The permanent secretaries, for instance, the directors, for instance, in the civil service. The economic crunch is biting on everyone. What's so special about the judges if this is about just, okay, gifts, just to make it look like you care for their welfare? So neither is the governor being sensitive to this, nor the judges being sensitive to this, and understanding that there are things that we have pretended that they're okay, but in actual sense, they are not okay. A lot of people who had a case that has to do with the state, or anything that has to do with the state, in Rivers State, during the tenure of Governor Nyesom Wike, of course, the stories are in the news. Everyone knows how all of this panned out. That has to do with the judiciary, that is. So if we are going to begin to look at issues for the merit of what these issues are supposed to be, I honestly think that we all have to get to the point where we ask ourselves, what exactly should this be and how should this pan out? You cannot begin by trying to, some of these people anyway have cases in court where they are being sued for one reason or the other. And now, if the judges who are meant to be handling the case are already receiving gifts, I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I'm not calling anyone names, but some of these things should be done with to respect the people of the Nigerians across board, understanding that what we have is healthy gray matters and not dunk in our heads. So if we are going to say we're going to have a sane judiciary in Cross River State, the step that has been taken by Governor Otu right now, and of course being applauded by the Chief Judge saying, oh, the reason for this is because we've been having transport challenge. Sir, who is not having transport challenge in this country right now, at least at the average, on the average? Who amongst us will say that they've not been spending better parts of what they earn to buy fuel or to pay transportation? It depends on. So when you call it official vehicle, does that make it any less? If you're entitled to official vehicles, the government should buy official vehicles. But if government is buying official vehicles, can you also buy official vehicles for every other person who is in the state who needs an official vehicle? There are lecturers at the state universities who are going through a whole lot. If you're going to talk about ameliorating the plight of judges, sir, please, can you also try to ameliorate the plight of civil servants in the state? Can you also try to ameliorate the plight of resident doctors? Can you give it a proper facelift? For instance, a doctor has been missing from her home for quite some time in Cross River State, for instance. Can we see you, show some care for the resident doctors that have been calling for? Can I actually see you invite them for a meeting at the state level and at least do something to ensure them that you care, that the state care for them? Can we see you do that for principals, school principals. Since it's about giving gift to ensure that the people are okay. I mean, this smacks of all kinds of shadiness, if you ask my sincere opinion on this. So it becomes pertinent for doctors, for lecturers, for preschool teachers across board to get something that their counterparts are getting in the judiciary. So Governor Otu would just like to see that you get this done, and as we hope that you get this done, we look forward to it becoming going beyond offering presenting vehicles. And by the way, doctors, if you have not gone to see the governor, please go and pay a courtesy visit so you can also get your own vehicles. Lecturers in Cross River State, teachers in Cross River State, you all need to go pay a courtesy visit. This gift, if it has nothing untoward, if there's no ulterior motive in this gift, please, you all should also go pay a courtesy visit so that in the next 1 week you also get your own cars. I mean, who doesn't deserve a brand new vehicle, for crying out loud? We all do. So let's go pay him a courtesy visit so he can find a way to also present your own vehicles. I believe you're entitled to it. If the judges are entitled to it, you're also entitled to it. So why not? Let's see how all of this pans out. And that's been Anchor's Chat, everyone. We'll be back to you after now.
Hey, welcome to the StarTimes 35th anniversary celebration. To say thank you to every StarTimes family for being an integral part of our journey, StarTimes has decided to give you a price slash on decoders. Yes, we are slashing the price of our antenna decoder from 8,900 Naira to 7,500 Naira and the dish decoder from 13,300 Naira to 9,900 Naira. But that's not all. Existing subscribers can recharge for 2 months on their current bouquet and get upgraded to the next higher bouquet. And if you recharge on the classic or super bouquet, you'll receive a fantastic reward of extra 15 days of free viewing. You can enjoy our top local and international content. So, what are you waiting for? Quickly, visit any StarTimes outlet around you to recharge or buy your decoder between June 12th to August 31st to enjoy this fabulous offer. Wow! Yay! Let the celebration begin! StarTimes. Entertain your family.